Okay, so ever since I started working on DS Reimagined, I have been thinking about reworking some of my older regions. The first region to get this treatment is Dusty Facility because this one's actually going to be released someday, you know? The rooms are pretty bad compared to my recent standards. So I think it's one of the regions are definitely deserving of a remake. So I'm going to say let's get into that, but as you can see I already started. Really the main issue I've had is these random machines. In more recent times I've actually started to use less of them because the random machines are just like too random, right? Now that I say it out loud, it sounds kind of stupid. Like that's an entire point. Yeah, no, it's way too random. It's better to have actually thought out machines than just like an abstract mass of things that don't make sense. Like I can just spam random things, but that's not coherent and all of the layering gets messed up, right? So like if you make something thought out, like for example, I can just make something like this, and this is what the fuck am I trying to say? Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that random machines, as you can see, just spam random things. And of course, that's what you wanted to do. It's called random machines, but spamming random things doesn't actually look good. So, don't do that. I would say just if you really want a filler material for around machines, just use small pipes or dense pipes. If you really want machines, then just place them by hand. It's really not that difficult. So yeah, one of the main issues in this particular room is just the absolute lack of tiling, like at all. There's nothing in this room. This is really a prevalent issue in most of my older rooms, that I just overuse materials and things like that. You generally want to avoid that because it just doesn't feel the same. It's like a nothing burger basically. You want to actually fill this space up with tiling, otherwise it will just feel empty. I'm so good at explaining things. Ever since I started to rework this region, pistons have been a very prevalent part of basically every room. So to keep that up, I will just basically fill this room with them. Over here is a pretty big issue in the room. Most people would probably not notice what is inherently wrong with this, but basically just the layer of the machine, the sublayers of the machine are not properly aligned with the pipe, so it just makes the what? Here's a small tip for beginners. If you want to tile basically every single part of the room, even some parts outside of the playable area like this, it just basically makes the room feel more, or like it looks better, but why I can't speak. Yeah, so tile anything even outside of the playable area. It just adds so much to the room. It feels bigger, it feels more full of things, because it is more full of things. So that makes sense. But even though it feels self-explanatory, even I just didn't do that. Another thing I didn't use to actually do are the camera angles. That's actually a pretty alright light map. I guess there's nothing to tweak there. I have also began putting distortion props in the rooms because, I don't know, I think they just look neat. Also breaks up the monotony of the room. Yeah, so that's pretty much the level editing part done. I think I did a pretty good job of actually making it look uh not completely abysmal. It's unfortunate. There are only a couple of things here that I really want to change. First of all, I'm tweaking the FX colors. I usually do this because they just kind of look like paint without this. So at least that's the example I've heard that's best described. They're just like too neon colored, right? And I don't blame people for using them because like it's a default, and messing with the default it doesn't really sound fun. But I think it's just generally it looks really good. Ever since this new region kit update that added like a lot of decals, I have been just completely lost when trying to find the decals I usually go with because they're all moved into a different spot. Yeah, let's just restart to see how it looks. Actually, I think I did a pretty good job at remastering the room. Uh, oh, and now the blue one is after me. Uh, I can demonstrate my excellent skills at this game. But yeah, I think I did a pretty good job of remastering the room. Definitely feels a lot more cool than the previous launch. I'm going to put myself up there, I guess. So yeah, I think I did a pretty good job at it. Uh, yeah, that's about it for today's video. I don't really have anything to add. Do you want to say something funny to cut off?